This is where Firebird and Trans Am are built, the CPC Van Nuys assembly plant north of Los Angeles. Since last fall, F-car production has continued during one of the most rapid major vehicle quality improvement programs in GM history. Appropriately, it's a program called Quality Now.
The whole Quality Now program came from a recognition that there was a need to make drastic improvements in customer satisfaction. And we put together a small team and said, what do we really need to do to fix this car for our customers? We knew it had to be resolved quickly because we're selling cars every day. And there are problems that we know, we get feedback from our customers that are telling us that these things need to be fixed.
The major improvement challenges of Quality Now included finding a way to strengthen the body integrity of the F-car significantly, improving ride quality as well as ride quietness, redesigning the car's water management systems to eliminate leaks, silencing squeaks and rattles throughout the vehicle, solving several drivability concerns involving engines and computers, and developing new quality inspection methods to ensure shipment of defect-free Firebirds.
We have understood for some time that one of the inherent problems in Firebirds and Trans Ams is this torsional twisting over rough roads and bumpy roads. You feel it two ways, one in the feel of the vehicle, and secondly, it's transmitted into squeaks and rattles in the vehicle. We approached this two ways. Firstly, to improve the weld integrity. Went to more modern welding controllers in the body shop, implemented a fairly extensive weld improvement program to improve the integrity. Secondly, we introduced the use of a structural weld-through adhesive. This is not new technology, but it's an application of existing technology where we now extensively apply adhesive to structural areas of the vehicle. In fact, we apply about 2 pounds of additional adhesive to the vehicle along some 20 linear feet of the body. There are many other sources of squeaks and rattles, and a major part of Quality Now is to identify these sources. At the plant, we have a squeak and rattle track where we select many vehicles every day from our current production, drive them over the track, and actually try very hard to find rattles in the vehicle. These are then analyzed one at a time. The root cause is understood of every squeak and rattle, and we go upstream in the production process to find permanent fixes and resolve these problems. The overall result has been a drastic improvement in the torsional stability of the vehicle, resulting in less squeaks and rattles in the vehicle and also a nicer feel to the vehicle. Our initial testing is very encouraging. In fact, the engineers at our Milford Proving Ground talk about a night and day difference. Realistically, in their terms, what they would term a quantum leap in the improvement in the integrity of the vehicle. One other annoying squeak and rattle issue has been what we call glass etch, namely the relative motion between the door glass and the weather strip. That is the door weather strip. The solution to that is really a fairly high-tech solution. It's used on some more modern vehicles than the Firebird, and it's an impregnated silicon which is cured into the rubber of the weather strip, which really permanently resolves that problem. Traditionally, one of the big areas of water leaks on the F-car is the T-top system, the whole drainage system, how to keep water from leaking in through the T-top. We've gone to some innovative designs on this. The T-top water management system involves a one-piece weather strip with a front butt joint, the T-top opening weather strip, and a rear butt joint. The changes made to the butt joints include a pocket in which any water would collect. Any water that enters the butt joint will collect and flow through an opening at the bottom of the pocket and channel itself out through the B-post weather strip and exit the vehicle outside of the door. Several design changes have been incorporated to improve the sealing of the rear hatch area. Firstly, the profile of the weather strip has been improved. We have an integral sealer inside the weather strip, which seals the weather strip to flange, and also a notch in the rear of the weather strip, which allows any water collection under the weather strip to drain out to the rear of the vehicle. You will also notice a new crossover patch for sealing between the beaver tail or the deck lid and the hatch glass. It's a fairly simple solution to a problem that has been on this vehicle for several years. This patch has proved to be very effective in eliminating water leaks. When Firebirds and Trans Ams have completed the assembly process at the Van Nuys assembly plant, they go through one final, very rigorous inspection to ensure absolute defect-free vehicles, specifically in the area of electrical operation and paint discrepancies. These vehicles go through what we call our online railhead process, where we have several inspectors verifying one more time that electrical is 100% okay and that the vehicle is perfect in terms of paint quality. Any discrepancy found on this line are repaired immediately. The root cause of the problem is analyzed and information is fed upstream to our teams in our production departments to prevent those discrepancies from ever happening again. As a result of the Quality Now project, I feel that the quality level of Firebirds and Trans Ams is at an all-time high. We've found some significant improvements, some significant design changes that have been made to the vehicle. This is not only going to enhance the loyalty of current customers, but I feel confident it's going to transfer to future customers. The designs are being incorporated in new generations of Firebirds and Trans Ams, and the loyalty we establish now with our customer base will transfer to the new vehicles as they become available in future years.